Hi everyone. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. And if you're my previous subscribers, welcome my baby dinosaurs. And so this is going to be a very short video. It's a live stream, so a lot of the questions that I have here with me are actually questions that I picked on before. I won't be taking any from the comment section today, but we do have a list of questions here in case you want to pause the video to take a look at what I will be covering in this video. Also, if you want and you're not sure if you're new here or something, everything will be in the description below. The United States of Tarot will be having 10% off the holiday discount. So if you're interested in buying this deck, the description below as well. And so I'm not going to waste your time. We're going to jump right into it. And we're going to be asking the first question about the future of the GOP. Hi, guys. All right, so spirits and angels, tell me about the future of the GOP. What do we need to know about the future of the Republican Party? All right. Okay, so what they're going to do is, right now in the past, they were shown that they had won in the past, right? The Republican Party. Right now, they're currently in the White House. They're in the present. In the future, they're going to have to do some evaluation on what went wrong with the Republican Party. We have here, they're looking at the electoral college, right? This is the electoral college. How can they win going forward? Because of the Biden win, this is the Biden win, right? They feel like the only way that they can move forward is for the Republican Party is they must allow a woman to be the almost like the front runner or the nominee for the Republican Party ticket. However, there's going to be a betrayal coming soon. There's a betrayal here. Is that they have a lot of opportunities to put younger people in from new generations for the Republican Party, but it doesn't look like they're going to be the one doing it right now. So it doesn't look to me as if the Republican Party will be doing anything or anything of the sort. It feels like for the next couple of decades or at least the next couple terms, it feels to me as if they're not ready to be in the presidency. So that's interesting. So for the next question that we're going to be covering right now is future of hate groups. Now you can all see them on the screen. I'm not going to say it, but you at least know what I'm referring to, okay? All right, so spirits, and tell me, what do we need to know about these hate groups? What is their future? Okay, what do we need to know? Okay, so some of these people are going to be successful. Whatever it is, they're going to be successful at whatever they're trying to achieve here, right? Because in the past, there were a small collection of people who shared the same ideologies. We have here presently the Queen of Wands. So they're going through a spiritual transformation. So a lot of these people who believe in these spiritual ideologies, a lot of them are very spiritual, but a lot of them are lost and they're being thrown into like QAnon and stuff like that. However, in the future, there will be a loss for them. There will be a loss and it will come at the expense of either their own job, their own social life. A lot of them are not willing to give it up. So in the past, they have caused a lot of issues to the country and they will continue to do so. You will start to see them riding through the current presidency. We have seen them throughout the entire Trump presidency. However, some of them are going to be giving money as a way to kind of just shut up and just go away. It really feels like a lot of them will be making legal documents or something along those lines or sorts. So it does feel like some of them are just going to be giving money to kind of like be a go away. They're not really going to solve the problem. We're just going to like push them off to the side and ignore the issue at hand. We do have here a lot of these people, a lot of their beliefs. Some of them will leave. It won't be as big as it used to be because they are going through a transformation. They're going through a spiritual transformation. And I do feel like some of them will be given a second opportunity at life. So whatever it is that they believe in, it feels like a lot of them are gonna struggle. Some of them are gonna get money to kind of like almost like hush money, and some of them are gonna stay. Some of them are just gonna go away. It's just not important anymore. All right, so for the next one, for 45 with herd immunity, I wanted to see what that was all about. Am I talking too fast, guys? I don't know how long I've been doing this video for. There is like a 1 minute delay, by the way. All right. So 45 herd immunity, spirits and angels. Tell me about 45 herd immunity. What was their intention when trying to do this? So Sue F, I did that with Kim when she posted the interview. You'll find out because if I read on it too much, it's not going to manifest. And I don't want the joys and graces not to happen as they are happening now. So I'm not going to read on that again. But definitely check out, what's it called? Me and Kim's interview when she posted that. Because we did cover that question for you. All right, so we do have here, they know Biden was going to be handed the presidency, right? We have Biden here. And then we have the presidency, the seat. They know that Biden's going to win. They knew this all along. The thing is, they knew that they were running out of power, out of time. And so they had to do something to damage the country. And so they had to do something to damage the country by election day. It feels like what they were trying to do, if anything, was they were trying to damage Biden supporters from not voting. That was their intentions here. What else? Yeah, so what they wanted to do was they wanted to make it look like Trump won the popular vote and Biden won the electoral college. They kind of like say that Biden stole the election from him, but it didn't happen the way he wanted it to. You know, we have 45 here. We have the popular vote loser, or the popular vote winner in this case. Then we have the government. And so it was kind of like a setup, but the setup didn't happen as initiated or as they thought it would. So that is why 45 wanted herd immunity. Okay. Let's talk about the GOP Tea Party. That's important here. We're going to start talking about that. Sorry, guys. I am overheating right now. I might have COVID or something, but I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway, that's not important. What's really important here is I read for you guys. Oh, Angel. No, she didn't. The Wi-Fi wasn't working when it comes to the interview, so Kim had the copy. She told me she'll let me know when she uploads it to her channel. So right now, no one saw it. All right, so let's talk about the Republican Party split. Spirits and angels tell me about Trump and 45. Is he going to cause a split within the Republican Party? What do we need to know about this? Yeah, so there is going to be a split. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of splits here. So there is a lot here that I do see here, what we have here in the past. We have those who are Tea Party. So if you remember 2012 with Barack Obama on the ticket, we had the Tea Party from the Republican Party. They are coming back. We do have the Hanged Man and, the hate groups. They will be a strong part of the GOP or the Republican Party. So it looks like the Republican Party will be kind of split in 4 different directions. We do have, the Libertarians will be moving away from the party, so there might not be a strong Libertarian push within the Republican Party. It may be now that they may be going or siding with the Democrats from now on. Then we do have here with the GOP and this the split within the Tea Party, which is going to split the party within 4 ways. It had the Magician. A lot of these Republicans who voted for Biden are going to be very happy with Biden. And I want to know, are they going to stay with the Republicans after Biden? Are they going to stay with Biden? Yeah, so they're going to be a very core supporter of Kamala Harris when she runs for president. So yes, those Republicans that voted for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they'll be a core supporter of Kamala Harris going forward. So that's interesting. I'm gonna try to keep this short for now on. I won't be taking any questions. I had to make sure that I had questions set up because I know some people don't put questions in the chat, and I kind of don't want it to be dry. So, but if you have more time, I'll answer your questions. Don't worry. All right, so let's talk about the Democratic anti-Wall Street movement. Now, you obviously all know that this happened in 2016 with Bernie Sanders versus Hillary Clinton. And this was brought Hillary Clinton down besides Trump stealing the election. But, you know, if we're looking at it as a statistical standpoint, you know, a couple thousand Bernie Sanders supporters would have put Hillary over the top. So I want to look at the Democrats split. We do have the Republican Party split 4 ways. Let's look at the Democrats. How are they going to be doing moving forward? Spirits and Angels, tell me, how would the Democrats be doing moving forward when it comes to the anti-Wall Street movement and all other splits within the Democratic Party? Is there going to be a split, or are the Democrats going to be united behind one candidate? What do we need to know about the Democratic Party? Okay. All right, so we do have something here. We do have something here as well. We do have, in the past, they were victorious. They defeated an incumbent, so this is Biden, right? What we do have here as well is we do have a lot of Democrats are just going to vote for whoever they feel like is the established one. They're going to make sure that who they vote for is going to be the one that's going to win the presidency. We do have here as well, we do have the Ace of Pentacles. And what this basically tells me is that moving forward, a lot of these people are going to be the ones that's going to hand deliver a lot of Democrats the presidency. Hi, David. Hi, everyone. We do have here, it's going to be a gift. So there are a lot of people who are Democrats who are going to refuse and dislike the candidate no matter what. And so a lot of them are just going to kind of sit back and not do anything. However, they are undergoing the transformation, the spiritual transformation as well. And, you know, throughout this time, they're going through the spiritual journey as a Democratic voter. They will be kind of like trying to hold their candidates very closely. They're going to try to make sure that their candidates win, even though they're not very happy with the Democratic candidate that is on the ticket. It feels like a lot of people have their own preferences and they cannot agree on one. Yeah, a lot of them, these people are male, so a lot of these Democratic male people may be, or male Democrats may not be on board with some of the new candidates moving forward. All right, let's talk about the next one. The USA economy in 2021. That is the only question I have not covered in this entire channel since it began, and I wanted to take a quick look at it and see where we're going to be next year. All right, so spirits and angels, tell me about the USA's economy in 2021. What do we need to know about the USA economy in 2021? Spirits and angels, tell me. What do we need to know about the U.S. economy in 2021? Can you guide me? What do we need to know about the U.S. economy? Okay. Okay, there's a lot of information being held here. All right, so we do have a little bit of an issue. What we have here is we have the United States were the world superpower on the world stage, right? People looked up to the United States. After the pandemic, it had decided, it almost feels like the US is no longer a superpower. It has almost looked like it has been so troubled and that their image has been so tarnished that it can no longer obtain the so quote unquote named superpower. So it doesn't look like the United States will be an economic superpower going forward in 2021. And this is because the world has a brand new leader, on the horizon. So while the United States was going through all its turmoil with this presidency, it looks like the United States had lost its spot economically, and it looks like China may have taken it. I feel like China might be the one that was referring to here. But we do have here a lot of people have felt like, the U.S. United States has kind of like funded people or funded like government that weren't on the side of the people, even if they were like dictators. The United States, funded them, even if they said they were democratic. So it looks like going forward with the U.S. economy, this was in the past. This is what made the United States a world superpower. But the United States is broke going forward, and so the United States will not have that money to fund a lot of these democratic dictators who don't best support the people. But the trouble here, there will be in a balance. It's going to balance Earth a lot more. We do have temperance here, and it falls underneath trouble, which means that because the United States is no longer a superpower, it feels as if the world is going to be in a much better shape because the United States is now willingly able to accept that they have been defeated economically and that the United States will leave its past behind unless someone else takes the mantle. Yeah, so they're going to allow someone else to draw the next century going forward, the next couple of decades. So don't be surprised if the United States, when information comes out, that the United States has lost its status as a world superpower. So that's pretty interesting to see. Now let's talk about the green economy, the green revolution. Does anyone know what that is? Oh, I didn't write that down, but let me edit this. Hold on. Put this back here. Okay, so let's talk about that. So the U.S. green economy, what that basically means is it's really all about like doing what's best for the planet and the economy going forward within the United States when it comes to the green revolution, the green industrial complex, like bringing jobs back to, the Rust Belt, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. How can they bring these jobs back? It feels as if, personally, this is my opinion. Now, please keep in mind, it's just for entertainment purposes only. But I feel like the only way that Biden can do this and bring jobs back to these states is by creating a green revolution. And by doing that, you need to kind of create jobs that not only help the environment, but also help the people around them. So we're going to take a look at that. Okay, so Spirits and Angels, tell me about the green revolution. Tell me about the green revolution within the United States come 2021. What do we need to know about it? What do we need to know about that, Spirits and Angels? About the green revolution within the United States, within the Rust Belt. What do we need to know? Okay, so it feels as if already, if I'm being honest with you, it feels like it's destined within the United States to go through this. It really feels like this is what the United States was meant to go through. It feels like in the past, the Rust Belt and the rest of the country has saw a decrease in jobs. But going forward, it does feel like in the present, we are in the midst of the green revolution. Look how happy a lot of these people are. A lot of these people have jobs, they have kids, they can afford things, they can have a family. A lot of people are happy. This is the best card in the tarot deck. And that is our present moment, or going into the present moment in 2021. The person who will be the one who will be in control of this will be a woman or someone who has very strong feminine energies. And what this feels like, I did feel like this green revolution will last going into a woman president or a madam president. So I do feel like whenever we have a madam president, from this moment, from 2021 and going forward to our very first woman president, this is when the green revolution will end, but also speed up even more. So, you can kind of see how that all playing out as well. We do see a lot of these people kind of believe these ideologies because they were hurt. They didn't have a job. They couldn't afford a lot. But going forward, we do have, compassion. I am compassionate, right? We have the green here, it means I love. And then we have the red, which means I am compassionate. But I'm also seeing the orange here, which is I feel like I am compassionate. So going forward, I do feel like a lot of these people, the part of the green revolution, is feeling compassionate for those around you and do what's best for the environment. And that's a great message, by the way. And we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me this is destined to happen within the United States. So within a short period of time, we will see in 2021, the Green Revolution in the United States will start to speed up as well. And so if you guys want to know what kind of questions that it covers so far, you guys can check the description below, and I have them all listed as well. Okay, so we're going to finish my question, and then I'll answer some of your questions, and then we'll call it a night. I feel very sick right now, and my head is like pounding. So I'll try to stay on as long as possible for you guys, but I don't want to make this a long video. All right, and now we're going to cover the last question that I have, and I'm going to ask some of your questions as well. It's a civil war on the horizon. The last time I covered this, I thought that we would have like a civil war, but it's more like spiritually. We have a spiritual civil war. So let's look at this. Will we have a physical civil war, spirits and angels? You're welcome, David. Will we have a spiritual civil war? Okay, so we have the first card. Will we have a physical war within the United States? A civil war on the horizon. Okay. Okay, so we have, the hate group, the white supremacy in the past, right? We do have right here, we do have the Democrats with the voters. So they did a democracy with the voters, the American people, the challenging of the election. Hi, Barbara. We do have, there is a struggle here going on. And so I do feel as if, like, the United States will start to struggle with the white supremacy. Like, I don't know if you guys were here for too long in this video, but I did cover what is the future of hate group. And I said that they're kind of like giving them money and it was like saying to be quiet and just pushing them to his side. What I do see here, what that's doing is it kind of like setting the stage for a civil war, so to speak. Because we do have, okay, yeah. So we do have this card here. We do have fighting, people fighting constantly. We do have the Page of Swords. So this is in the future. So some people may try to do this out of, I do feel like we may have a hero, like a young hero who's going to come through to help us. But what it's also telling me here is that a lot of these people are also going to be, the young generation is going to be the one that kind of stands up and says no. We do have the Hermit. So the future is undetermined. It feels like, I just know how I read it, it's just the likeliest outcome, never the direct, nothing set in stone. And so it feels like this is the one possibility that can happen. But, things change along the way. And so please keep that in mind. Oh, yeah, Bob, I'm showing everyone the card. That's why. Thank you, Angel. Yeah, I feel a little sick because I'm, my family may have come in contact with someone who may have COVID. And so I'm not sure if I have it or not. And so, yeah, you definitely want advice wearing from a man wearing a child t-shirt. Yeah, makes sense. Anyway, yeah, so anyway, what I was basically saying was, yeah, my parents may have come in contact with someone with COVID, so I may or may not be sick. I will still be doing videos for you guys on a continuous basis. I'm not going to let, me being ill get in the way of helping you guys. But, yeah, I may or may not be sick. I didn't really want to announce it because I don't want you guys to be worried. So just don't be worried. Just relax and let it go. All right, so let me do some of your questions. Let's look at some of your questions here. Okay. Okay, so let's look at Angel, the Lincoln Party. Let's look at that. Spirits and Angels tell me about the Lincoln Party. Will there be a new Republican Party called the Lincoln Party or the Party of Lincoln in the United States after 2021? Okay. Okay, so what we will see going forward, I don't know if you guys can see these cards. Okay. We do have here, because of white supremacy and our past president who was a white supremacist along those lines, who have destroyed and hung up the party upside down, it feels as if A brand new party is already underway. A brand new ideology of what it means to be a Republican Party. Could I have this say that there was 4 ways the GOP Republican Party will be split, and so is the Democratic Party as well. But the Democratic Party is more united, if you know what I mean. And you'll start to see it come this new election, probably potentially in the midterm 2022, or as recent as 2024 presidential election. So I do see the Lincoln Party will definitely be in play. You'll start to become the new normal as we start to, navigate a way around, Trumpism. Best part. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. Thank you. Okay. All right, what's the next question? All right, so someone wanted to know about property. Let's look at that. All right, Stu F. Why is Donald Trump buying property in Florida? Why is Donald Trump buying a property in Florida? He knows you're going to lose it, so why is he doing it? First of all, why would you want to sell to a man named Trump, first of all? But anyway, not my problem. All right, so Spirits and Angels, tell me why Trump trying to buy a property in Florida? Oh, okay. So we do have here, he knows he lost the election. He knows that he can't bring the country out of troubled water. And so he knows a lot of people in Florida voted for him. Right? So he thinks it's a great place to be, at least to hide for a little bit. But he knows he's going to end up leaving the presidency anyway, and that he's going to end up going somewhere. Where? I have no idea. Yeah, it looks like investigation, trying to fend off investigations. And then we have him leaving again. So, yeah. He thinks it's a great way for him to kind of like push him aside, to kind of like collect more and more land from him. But it really feels as if Donald Trump is just trying to buy a property just to kind of like shoot his ego, best part. All right, let's look at another question instead. So basically, to hide money they sold because Florida doesn't let them take your house in court case. Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That would explain it. All right, so hi, Chris. Trump pulled a fast one on McConnell, will veto COVID relief bill unless $2,000 for the poor. I knew he would not sign. Yeah, I knew he was going to sign. I read on the COVID relief a while back, and it kept saying no. I said, will we get one before Christmas? I saw no, we won't get one until around January 10th. So if you guys want a time frame. Yeah, he basically betrayed the Republican Party. Yeah. He betrayed the Republican Party here, right? He promised Mitch McConnell that he'll accept whatever goes on his table as a victory for the Republican. But now the Republican Party lost. This is a big loss for the Republican Party. Trump is now pissed at the Republican Party for not doing what they're supposed to do and helping him seal the election. That's really what it really comes down to. Yeah, Trump really is. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Guys, go check out Barbara as well. She had really good content. All right, what else do we want to cover before I do? Oh, I'm so sorry, Angel. I hope they do get better. I can't get tested. I think my house is kind of like on lockdown, so we're having Christmas at our own house. Okay, so let's look at this. I wonder if Nancy Pelosi is going to be taken over before January 20th. So that's a feeling then she will be our first female president. Now, that could be true. Because I did see it happen really soon, but I couldn't figure out who. So that's a good question with the Green Revolution. Thank you, Audrey. Yes, don't forget to like this video as well. So Spirits and Angels tell me this woman who starts the Green Revolution will be Nancy Pelosi. Let's look at that. Let's ask a different kind of question. Will Nancy Pelosi be the one, the first female president to start the Green Revolution within the United States? So yes, this is a yes card. So yes, it looks like Nancy Pelosi will be the one who will indeed be the one who will begin the Green Revolution within the United States. It's like the Industrial Revolution, except for the economy. and in terms of the environment, doing what's best for the environment. So spirits and angels tell me, will Nancy Pelosi be president of the United States or acting president or interim president of the United States before January 20th? Okay, so there's a lot of factors at play here. There's a lot of factors, right? There's a lot of things that are going on within the country, and so they're really debating whether or not she should be in the forefront or the person who should take over. So there may be a different type of woman, a new Speaker of the House potentially, who's another woman as well. So someone else may potentially take over as a new woman. I don't really feel like she is the perfect person for the job. It feels like she doesn't want it. And so right now, it looks like the Democratic Party is going to different avenues and seeing what's the best candidate to take over. This is what it feels like. And Biden and Harris are here as well. And so Biden and Harris will be the ones who will be helping them make the decision. So they are aware of it. And here's Biden. Biden's going to be the one announcing the brand new interim president along those lines. I do see that it may either be Nancy Pelosi or someone along those Speaker of the House energies, if you know what I mean. So yes, I do feel like there will be our very first woman president come right before January 20th. Actually, fun fact, if you guys have watched a lot of my videos when I first started, I did say a woman will be president of the United States once the U.S. national debt hits $28 trillion in debt. Right now, we're at $27 trillion. I say if they pass this $900 billion, bill or relief bill, guess what? It's $28 trillion, and you can almost damn bet for sure that a woman will be taking office. So there will be a woman in when we hit $28 trillion. So once you see that $28 trillion, sometime between then, you'll know a woman will be in office. So that will explain why we will have, checks, like COVID-19 checks. So just keep that in mind. Hold me against my word. Because I do have confidence in that. I do have confidence for some reason in that. Now, I am human. I can make mistakes. So just be aware of that also. Okay, so let's look at this. It's a kind of cool question. I just figured I might as well just look. Okay, so for that question we have, will there be acknowledgement of aliens in the government? We have here the worldwide seeker. So if one country do it, all countries need to be in agreement about making this public, right? And so we do have here is that they're evaluating. One country's already in agreement, but there's a lot of countries right now that are a little icky about whether or not this is a good idea to reveal this type of information. There's a lot of different species of aliens as well. There will be a manifestation going on, whatever it is in terms of manifestation. But we do have a woman as well. We do have a woman. So information may be revealed, but it may be decided by this next person, the next woman. And she'll be making a decision, a final decision, whether or not the information should come out or not. And so someone asked, will Donald Trump come back after Christmas? I feel like that's a good question. Personally, it's a kind of like a yeah, no, kind of thing. I do feel like once the bill goes through for the coronavirus payment, Trump won't be here, just so you know. Just know that this is also for entertainment purposes only, and a car flew out. Let's see. Yeah, he's not going to give up his seat as easily just yet. He will give it up, though. Spirits and angels tell me. Will Donald Trump or 45 come back after Christmas? Will he be in office so? Okay, so we have the kind of like here like this. Then we have another one, and we have here. So it appears like we have the presidency going this way, left. Then we have this card, the 4 cups going right. And so it looks as if, it looks like he may retreat. He may start to make a decision what he wants to do going forward. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does indeed resign. But also keep in mind that it's still not decided. So anything can happen and change the result as well. So it can't be either the best Christmas or it could be the worst Christmas. And then we have the Fool here. So it's kind of like, well, no matter what he does, he knows he's going to about to fall off a cliff. It's just how he wants to fall off the cliff is really the question here. And so I do feel like it's really his decision and it has not been final yet. I did get from somebody, no, from my spirit guide, they told me not to read on the Russian hacks and the resignation of Donald Trump because they told me I don't have sufficient information at the time that I was supposed to read it. And so they told me that the best time to read it would be December 30th and then reveal the information on December 31st. And so I will be reading on that for you. I don't know why it was significant, but apparently they say that was a significant date. So just be aware that I do feel like the resignation may potentially either happen before Christmas or right after New Year's Day. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's probably why my spirit guides told me to do that type of reading. So to keep that in mind. Okay, is there any more questions that I missed? Okay, I gotta remove that only because it does have some curse words and language that I don't want to be demonetized. But I did see that Trump will leave. It's kind of icky. Like, well, let's look at it. Let's look. Spirits and angels tell me, will Trump leave the office of presidency and leave the United States? Will he escape the United States? Thank you, Miss Betty. We have that one woman here. I'm getting mixed energies here. I'm not sure how I feel about the question. I'm getting mixed energies. We do have the Queen of Cups here. He is afraid of a woman. So there could be like Gina Haspel or, Lakeisha James. This is kind of like my investigation card as well. We do see here in the past, he thought about escaping, but it doesn't look like it's a plausible ideology. Right now, he wants to. He wants to be in this new country. He kind of still wants to be a new leader of a country, whatever country that may be. But we do have here in the future, we do have the Page of Cups, and this is the Democrats, right? I really honestly feel like when I was pulling out these cards that he's not going to be able to escape the country anymore. He won't be able to because his time has passed. And so we do have here, he's going to fight. It looks like he's going to stay and fight. And it looks like investigation, but they're all going to come into like a big loss for him. And it's because he's no longer president. We do have the Hermit as well. And so it tells me that nothing's ever set in stone. So keep that in mind. Things change as time goes on. And will he be victorious? I don't know. But what I can say is that he will be found out about cheating. So something cheating coming on, whatever that is. And a lot of information is going to be poured out into the public. So to keep in mind, whatever happens, there's going to be something that's going to come about. Now, Alma, speaking of the 25th Amendment, they can use the 25th Amendment. However, the chances of it going through the Senate and the Congress before it actually gets passed, we won't have enough time. We have less than, I think, 30 days. We have less than 30 days until Biden's presidency. I don't think they're even going to bother with the 25th Amendment. If anything, if they find out information that he's been an illegitimate president, guess what, guys? Pence is illegitimate, and everyone in the cabinet is illegitimate except Nancy Pelosi because she was elected by the people. And so Nancy Pelosi or whoever is the House Speaker will be the one who will go in and take over. But we can take a look at that. No, Pence will not help. I'll guarantee you that. All right, so spirits and angels, tell me about the 25th Amendment. Will they use the 25th Amendment on Trump? Will they use the 25th Amendment on Trump? No, they won't. There are too many people investigating him. it'll be the Democratic and Republican Party right now. They can't decide on what to do with the incumbent. Was it 45, right? They're kind of looking to the past for some sort of guidance on what they should do, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. But if if it does happen, look at this. We do have I am compassionate. This could also refer to I am compassionate for the American people. So there are two different scenarios here that I'll play. It's how you really interpret it. I kind of will put my best foot on this and say no, but there is a potential chance for him to be removed via 25th Amendment. Okay, so yeah, I said Taiwan. I said we're not going to get the stimulus check. Even though my other videos said we won't get it before Christmas. We're like less than 2 days out, and it seemed that my readings seemed to be heading in that direction. I wish we all got it, but I don't want to give you guys false hope. I know a lot of people didn't like that I said those type of things, but I need to be direct with you, and I cannot be giving you guys false hope. It's not right for you, especially if I see something. I'm going to tell you, but I got to do it in a way that doesn't come off like mean or anything. You know what I mean, so to speak? Like I need to make sure it comes off good, because I can kind of be a little bit blunt with my readings, and I do apologize for that. But I do want to give it to you guys directly. I don't want to be the type to give you like lie to you, because this channel is all about integrity and honesty. So there's that. All right, so let's do the UK virus. Is it a mutation of COVID-19? Spirits and angels, tell me about the UK virus. Thank you, J-Bird. All right, so Angel's shining. The new virus in the UK is a mutation of COVID-19, which is kind of like another strand of the influenza disease. Okay, so it feels as if, and I will say this flat out, it looks like Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of England, won't be on the seat for too long. But before any of that happens, it could also be the Queen as well, or Prince Edward, or whatever the hell she's married to. But I'm sorry if I offend any of my British people. I do love you guys, and I'm just not too much informed about the royal family stuff. Anyway, we do have the world here. So we do have, this is England, right? We have the new administration, the new Biden, the new vaccine coming in. But it's almost like this is kind of like laughing and say, ha, ha, ha. I kind of like, I'm mutated, so now the virus won't work, the vaccine won't work. And so it feels like because they waited so long for the vaccine or the virus to come, the vaccine to come out, that the virus had many strands of the COVID-19 strand. I'm not telling me a direct answer. It looks like it's either a new virus or it is a brand new strand. What we do have here, we do have a prime minister or like a leader, someone who's a figure within England. It's going to end up in this state, okay? I'm not going to wish it. But we do have this person off the throne. And then we have someone new. So I feel like this could either be the prime minister, or this could be within the royal family, and the woman is knocked off the throne, and a male comes in, a young male comes in. So we could probably make our own assumptions on the royal family or within England. Knock on wood, I don't want to be arrested. So just understand that this is just for entertainment purposes only. And so, yes. So now you're speaking of long-term effects with 2021 with Trump. What happened with that is I did see there will be some sort of damage. Now, if you guys have not checked that video out, I highly recommend it. It is a good video to check out. I speak in code. So for some of you guys, it may look very vague, But if you listen to the code and the description, I basically flat out tell you if you can or cannot trust it. It's really use your own intuition and kind of figure out the code yourself, because I can't have the channel demonetized, then I can't help you. So it's kind of like use your own intuition. If you want the answer, just email me and I'll just give it to you. All right, so spirits and angels. What's going on with the new virus in Africa with symptoms of Ebola, but it's not Ebola? Yeah, I have found that, and I'm not trying to scare any of you guys. I have found that there is a high probability that during this decade we will have more than one pandemic, if you know what I mean. So, spirits and angels, tell me about this new virus in Africa. What do we need to know about this new virus in Africa? All right, so a lot of cards flew out. There are challenges here. Okay, I do know what it means. Okay, let's just get 3 cards. Yeah, 3 cards already. All right, we do have a lot of information here. So which and send Africa, the continent of Africa, and all the countries and the people who live there, love and light and energy. Now we do have the Chariot. This is a challenge. They don't have the equipment that many wealthy countries around the world do within Africa. What we do have here is that a lot of them are not even being considered or being offered a vaccine for the virus, and because of it, a brand new vaccine will not be the one that's going to be able to solve the problem. And the reason for that is that there's been too many mutations within the virus itself, that there has been different strands, almost like brand new different species of almost everything. So that's what it feels like. We do have the tower moment. So a tower moment will start to happen as well. So we do see in the past, it may have a brand new virus came about with COVID, but a brand new strand has formed within Africa. And because it has been formed without any sort of treatment, we do have COVID, right? This is my COVID card, Judgment. And what that's telling me is that a lot of people in Africa are affected with a different version of the coronavirus or a different version of that. And because of it, it starts to show a lot of different strands and different mutations that the Ebola virus has. Now, please keep in mind that the Ebola is kind of more within the realm of heat. It's in a lot of heat, so it has no choice but to evolve. And so, the coronavirus thrives in heat, really, and even in cold. And because it's immune to those 2 different types of temperatures, it does even thrive more in poor areas, poor income areas. If you look at the United States and you look at the minorities, a lot of them are heavily affected because of the way the United States has run its own country than own citizens. So if you're a minority, you're less likely to get medical help. Well, the same thing here with Africa. They're being neglected a lot of proper treatment in terms of health. And we do have here as well the Empress. So as we go through the Green Revolution, Africa will be helped. We do have a lot of green here, right? And part of the problem I see here with this new vaccine, there's not this vaccine, this new virus in Africa, is that they're lacking the environmental, almost like the environment. It's not it's not healthy, but because it's not healthy, it's doing some damage to the people in Africa. It really is. It's hurting them. And so the best way to deal with this in terms of helping Africa is to really help grow the environment. It feels like because of the Nile and how dirty the rivers are and stuff like that, and the animals and the treatment of humans and animals within Africa, it feels like it's almost more like karmic destiny more than anything else. So there's that. Thank you guys. Love you. So, love and light to Africa. They really need it. It really feels very sad to read on that, but I feel like it was very important that we did. It could be Nancy as president, or it could be another woman as Speaker of the House, but we will have a woman president. Now, what I should ask is, will we have a woman before Biden? Let's look at that. Because, when you read on tarot cards, how you word the question will give you a particular answer. So let's word it in a different way. Spirits and angels tell me, will we have a woman president before Joe Biden is inaugurated on January 20th? Okay, so it feels like it's a yes and a no. It really does feel like that. Oh, let me remove the question. I apologize, guys. All right, so let's look at this. So we do have, if you want this to happen and a woman to come in, it kind of really takes manifestation. You need to manifest a woman as your next president before Biden. We do have here, it's between you and this new woman, this new leader, this new leader, right? It's all COVID here, right? COVID, you have to manifest it. You have the ability. Anyone who's attracted to my channel, you have the ability to put a woman in. However, the United States will be at a crossroad, right? It will be a huge monument, a monumental for the United States. It will be a transfer from the new normal, the old ways into the new normal, right? But there's a transition here, and that's my inauguration card, and we have Biden and Harris. So it feels as if right now, as we're currently looking at it, it feels as if it's a maybe, not a definitive yes or no. We do have here someone leaving, and power will be transferred over. So who? I don't know. But it looks like it's Biden anyway. It's speaking again of Biden's inauguration. He was a former person under Barack Obama. He's in my Barack Obama card because he was a former president. And because of that, he was a former VP of Barack Obama. And so it would make sense why he is destined to be president of the United States as 46. So does anyone else have any more questions? We're about to end the live in a couple of minutes. Does anyone else have anything else to say? What is one more question that I want to cover? Yeah, so let me do a little thing for you guys. We're going to use this deck. Hold on 1 second. Don't go anywhere, okay? Stay here. So we're going to use my United States of Tarot deck. If you guys are interested in buying this for Christmas, she does have a holiday sale for 10% off, 35 or 45, whatever the price is right now. Don't hold me to it. And she has 10% off. So if you guys are interested in that, you can find that in the description below. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you guys. And I want to say thank you for all your comments. I love it. So let's just look at one more question here for me. For everyone else. Spirits and angels, tell me about the United States and COVID. What do we need to know about the United States? What do we need to know about the United States, spirits and angels? Okay, so we have the Six of Cups. Right, we have the Six of Cups. So a lot of these people, this is hippie, right? This is the 70s type 5. So what it's telling me is that a lot of people were very happy or semi-happy in terms of mental department. We do have Americans who were happy in the past. But right now, we're very unhappy with the current administration. We have the Republicans reversed. There's Nancy Reagan. But then we have here in the future, there's some bad, shady things going on with Congress. I mean, the Supreme Court. Then we have Netherlands, she should persist this. So it feels as if there will be a woman in here that's going to come in and kind of like take down Kavanaugh. There may be a woman in here that may take down Kavanaugh, and he's off the throne. This is the devil's reverse. So it tells me that he'll be off the throne. He won't be here. So I do see that. That is a little message for you guys. You said Georgia Senate race will go Democratic. That is correct. I did say that. I did say, you guys can check out my interview with Kim. I will let you guys know in the community section when she does post it. You guys can watch the political section of it as well. She interviewed me. It's a great way to kind of get to know the reader and kind of get like messages and advice from me. And also at the towards the end, we cover a couple of key points in terms of political questions that you may be interested in. So I do hope you guys like that question and whatever else we covered in that interview. All right, so I want to kind of look at the interview. No, not the interview. God. All right, so one thing I want to look at right now, because I think it's very important that we talk about, like, not his resignation, but how would Trump leave? So we can end off on a good note, hopefully. Spirits and angels, tell me about Donald Trump, or 45. How would he leave? What would be the end of his presidency? What would it look like? What would that look like, spirit and angels? Tell me. What What would the end of Donald Trump's presidency look like? Can you give me an idea or give me the likeliest outcome? What that may look like. All right. I think we have a clear outright message here. We have George Bush in the car, right? And what this tells me is, I don't know if a lot of you guys remember, maybe some of you do. I'm not hinting at anyone's age here. We do have the King of Cups. And so, as you can see here, George W. Bush was president from 2000 to 2009. All right. And so what that tells me is that he left the country in a very bad shape. He left it in a worst economic recession since the Great Depression. Well, now Trump is doing the same exact thing. He had left the country in a worse shape since the Great Depression. We do have the star. This is America here, right? This is representing the United States, right? We have going forward, a lot of the things that Trump has done to the country is not what the founders had intended the presidency to be, or what they wanted it to be like. But how he's going to end up leaving the United States when his presidency ends, this is how the best description at its entire deck, this card comes up at the final outcome. This is what he'll be known for. The Five of Pentacles. And so on that note, we are going to leave this reading as it is. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more content such as this. Let me know if I should go on once a week for a live stream with you guys. And I will be going live on Sunday with Aline Lee McCoon, who made this deck. So if you guys want to ask any questions, stay tuned. On Sunday, we'll be doing my Celestial Talk Show again with her. We have not decided on the time, but I do hope to see you guys there. I love each and every single one of you, and good night, Merry Christmas. And I do hope you guys like the content moving forward. I love you.